taught me was that I wasn't good enough to make the grade. I know my attention fluctuates, but when love calls my name, I focus like the Hubble. I can see God's fingerprints on every flower petal. I remember the cut, color, and texture of that dress you wore the day we met, the saline sweetness of your sweat, and every switchback curve in your beautiful smile. You say living with me is like having a Swedish death metal band in the basement and a drunk kangaroo in the bedroom. But although I can't sit still for more than 3 minutes, I still see forever in your eyes. And though sometimes I don't pay attention, I know exactly how much
this love is worth.
The world disdains
Rachel.
the distracted mind. They prefer us focused on our flat screens, too terrified to imagine a world without drones, war zones, or corporate prisons. But my mind is full of visions
So breathtakingly beautiful.
My
God.
I wish you could see them too.
I may never be normal.
But what is normal in a world of infinite variety? And
In the quiet backwaters of my mind,
I know I am not damaged.
just
different.
fucked up.
And isn't being different
The one thing we all have in common? Oh, welcome, motherfuckers, to another edition of ADHD Radio. My name is Video Vamp. Today is 7/14/2020, and joining me in the studio, as always, is Chicken a la Fingers.
It's me.
That's right. He's back.
We're not masking it up today.
Well, no, we're not. We're completely 6 feet apart in a place where air is like freely circulating,
Freely moving.
Yes. So
Moving
no,
air.
that is correct. We're not masking because it's not useful to mask under these scenarios. I would happily do the show with a mask if for example, if we had to sit closer together, if there wasn't this wall of monitors,
Or if your profession was being a pimp.
that the people that I can show the peoples, if I get that right.
I mean, how can you smack the hose without getting close?
There we go. So there is a wall of tech between Kevin and I, and Kevin can't see this, but yeah, the people on the stream can. I'm finally using both switchers, so I can go between one and the other, and I can switch it like that. Which
Don't you think it'd be impossible
cool.
to distance and be safe if you're a pimp? And a hoe, really. I mean,
well, yeah. How are
both of those things?
How are you supposed to pimp slap?
Exactly.
Like, not a thing. I don't even know how that's possible.
You have to get close, or you could make yourself like a broomstick with like a little rubber hand on the end of it.
You could, I guess.
And you could like smack them from a little bit further away.
Right. I mean, both things are true, I suppose.
Stand right there, bitch.
Stay right there, motherfucker.
Stand right there, bitch.
Stay.
Let me get my smacking stick.
Let me get my smacking stick. Yeah, my smacking stick. I've been meaning to make use of this good smacking stick so I can give you a good tallywhacking, little tallywhacking, son.
Bitch, don't make me get my smacking stick. Stand on the X.
Stand on the X, god damn it.
Stand on the X. Wear a fucking mask.
God damn, that's way too loud. Congratulations, you just freaking peaked out the compressor.
Stand on the X and wear a mask.
That's right.
God damn it.
Oh, and by the way, if you do happen to witness a fight over a fucking mask, do us all a favor. Don't film it. Like, don't put it on the internet, because there are already enough of them. And
yeah, there are a lot of them.
Please, just don't. Like, it's a fucking waste. Just the whole thing annoys me. So, like, I would rather not. Seriously, like,
dude, the whole Facebook right now, it's like there's only one topic, 2 topics.
Right.
That's it. That's all we got.
Yep, that's all we got.
I don't need to fucking say what these topics are. Everybody knows what they are.
Yes, the president and COVID.
And Black Lives Matter. Okay, so there's 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Trump, BLM, COVID.
Right.
If it doesn't fall into those categories, then wow.
Then then that's awesome.
Yeah, then there's something I'm interested in reading now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like Black Lives Matter, we've known that forever. We've covered this over and over and over. Trayvon Martin and all these other folks.
It's just, to me, it's just painfully obvious.
Yeah, it's
correct.
It's the
Black
new
Lives
slavery.
Matter. Like, does this come as a shock to anybody?
Right.
'Cause it shouldn't. You know, that's just how it is.
And so, like, I don't need convincing. Like, you're preaching to the choir on this one.
Yeah, of course.
Like, now that I've been inundated with thousands of these posts, right?
Right.
Still, Black Lives still matter.
Well, yes, exactly in the same way that they did before. 'Cause you goddamn right, motherfucker. Like, of course. This is not like news to anybody. Phones are up, by the way, 984-664-2723. I actually have the chat up, and we are coming to you live to, what is it, YouTube events, Twitch, Facebook, FC2, Periscope, DLive, and YouTube Stream Now.
Now, the one part of this that I am actually still interested in is it a good idea for the restaurants to be open inside because we got closed? And so...
Well, no, of course not. But again, like...
But we were being distanced, and we had our masks between sips and bites, and
it does not make sense for
cleaned
anyone.
off microphones every time, and I don't think anybody got sick on my shit. You know what I'm saying? But
doesn't matter.
At the same time...
It's about the audience, dude. It's about the audience laughing and spitting, and, it doesn't matter how distant you are. It's a matter of viral load, and viral load just straight up has to do with your proximity and the amount of time that you are in the same place, breathing the same air as other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I mean, an audience and a movie theater and all that shit, forget about it. It does make me completely crazy. Like, the notion that Disney is like even thinking about being opened. Let me throw this in the switcher just because I think it's funny.
Well, Disney World is open.
Yes, the Magic Kingdom. Check that out, Kevin. Isn't that great? I'll turn off the lower third. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's right. We're open. Oh, hope you thought measles was bad.
You might die, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's all right.
Stay 6 feet away from someone else, unless you're in line.
You dumb motherfucker.
Then crowd up.
Does Mickey have to fucking choke a bitch?
Mickey says wear a mask.
Wow.
If you don't wear a mask, Mickey will take you to the little gray room.
You don't want to know what happens at the little... That hurts my fucking voice to do. Ow. Ugh.
Want to come inside my clubhouse? Or my girlfriend?
What? Yeah, that's
then,
right.
All right.
Well, all right. You can take turns. I finally saw the South Park episode.
But wear a mask.
I finally saw the South Park episode that was like, about Chinese government and like Winnie the Pooh.
I haven't seen this.
Oh my God, that shit is hilarious. Because I mean, we covered the whole Xi Jinping is like Winnie the Pooh thing that he got butthurt about, and like started outlawing Winnie the Pooh. Oh my God, is it funny? Like, I mean, I've heard some funny South Parks. This one is just completely on point. It is just absolutely perfect. So yes, it is completely epic. Like, Stan's dad decides that he's gonna take his pot farm and he's gonna go sell pot to the Chinese, and they arrest him immediately and put him in a labor camp. Like, it's fucking gorgeous.
Okay, here's a story that's not Big Three.
Oh yeah, hit me.
Firefighters were called to a home in Guilford, Connecticut.
Okay.
On June 29th, where a resident had fallen through a floor.
All right.
In the 177-year-old house.
All right.
And down 30 feet into a well.
Oh, boy.
The victim treaded water for about 25 minutes while responders worked to hoist them out. Apparently, The well had been covered over by an addition made to a home in the 1981 renovation.
Okay.
Some of these historical homes might have hazards that were not updated by current code, says the Guilford police. You think?
You don't say.
The victim was taken to the hospital, but only had minor injuries. Thank God. Imagine you just fall through the floor.
That would be terrifying.
Into a well. Well, thank God he got into a well, right? Like, because if he fell 30 feet just to the ground, you'd probably be dead. But I mean, fall into the well.
I mean, it's still going to fucking ruin your day, but yeah.
I'm sure it's really old water in there, if there is any water.
Yeah.
But he said he treaded water for 25 minutes in dark water.
Dark water, Rachel. It's really foreboding shit.
Hope you wore your mask.
Hope you wore your mask. Batman says wear a mask.
Falls through the fucking floor.
That would very much be.
Hey, you guys want to watch Netflix?
That does completely suck.
Watch Stranger Things. They'll get me out in a minute.
Wow.
More like, don't watch it without me.
Come on, guys.
Hey, I can hear you're finishing Tiger King. That's not fair.
That's not fair. I'm in my own prison.
I pay for this.
Yeah, fuck. No spoilers, you pricks.
Can you just throw the pizza down in the well? I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's all good, I'm like, used to the excrement. It's just, par for the course.
177-year-old house.
Yeah, that is fucking nuts.
Wow.
Let me be sure that I've got the Skypey working. Maybe Kevin can find another news of the bizarro.
Well, in 1987, we covered up the hellhole. So, I'd be really careful in the rec room.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, you don't want to fall straight to hell.
Nope, only halfway.
Somebody change the laundry.
God damn it.
I think Postmates is here.
Don't forget the Netflix. Garbage is on Tuesday.
Firemen will be here in 5 minutes.
P.S. Not 5 minutes later, the firemen are like, what do you want to do about it? Well, I don't know. Wouldn't it? Can you imagine how much it would suck if firemen treated you like the cable guy? Well, it's okay. We got a 5-hour window.
Yeah, we'll be there
between noon and 5.
4 and 8.
Yeah. Shows up at like 8:05. They're like, oh, it's great. We're only 5 minutes late.
The other day, Best Buy told me between noon and 8.
What did they say was between noon and 8?
The appointment was supposed to be between noon and 8, and just be ready for us.
The Geek Squad?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you go there? What a waste of time.
Oh, no, I had them mount a TV for me. They were coming to my house.
Oh. Well, in fairness, I mean, this is the one scenario where I hate to say it, but I would actually agree. And here's why. You realize the moment they show up at geriatric, 1, 2, 3, 4 geriatric road.
And at any time they could just fall through the floor and go straight to hell.
I mean, there's always that too.
That's part of your job description now. If you're going to be on the Geek Squad.
So, but my point stands. You realize how many remotes they've had to program? It is the, well, you're there.
Jackson fell through the fucking floor, okay? I want hazard pay.
God damn it. That's funny.
This is bullshit.
Anyway.
Yeah, then you have to wait for Best Buy to get you out.
Well, no, my point is oh God, that would be awful. It's okay. I took rappelling in the Cub Scouts,
Anytime between noon and 8, we'll be there.
That's right.
We'll give you a text heads up when we're an hour away or something.
Because we're solid dudes,
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
No, they were on time and everything. I'm just saying, just between noon and 8 was their window.
An 8-hour window, an entire work day's worth of window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's a little much.
That is like way too much.
Yeah. So if the fireman told you that, anytime between noon and 8, I'll still be in the well.
Oh, Dune has his priorities straight. Dune writes in, so did the TV get mounted okay?
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
I didn't fall through the ground.
An 8-hour window.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I mean, you know it's bad when the cable company looks good in comparison. Like, that's straight up bonkers.
I bought a pretty dope mount. Like, it'll shift back and forth, and it tilts.
Did you just not want to wait for monoprice? Like, monoprice mounts are awesome, and they're cheap.
I want the safety of knowing that the Geek Squad did it, so if it falls on the ground, it's their ass.
It's not the safety. Wait, so it's really, for you, it's the plausible deniability.
And it's like
you just don't want to hear it from your parents.
Well, and it's like insurance. Like if the thing fucking falls and breaks, it's their fault. See what I'm saying?
I don't know. Have you read the fine print? My guess is, it's like 30 days or something.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good.
After that, it's your problem.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but it would not surprise me at all.
I don't think it's going anywhere, and it weighs like half as much as we're rated for, so we're doing pretty good.
You could always do what I did and just repurpose a drum rack. Which might I add?
I don't have room for your contraption, but it's cool.
Which might I add works unbelievably well. Like I've never had to touch that since the day I put the counterweights on it.
Right.
It is a way cool thing. It just is. It's weird. I get that it looks weird. I also think it looks badass. Like, there's clutter around it at this point, but like I'm thoroughly pleased with it.
Well, yeah, and it moves around.
Yep. Did you see that there's a PS4 on the table?
Yeah, I was seeing that last week, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I actually played all the way through a game for the first time since Mario 64.
Oh, wow. Was it a Telltale game?
Yes. Yes, it was choose your own adventure.
How did I know?
Because you know me, and it's the only thing that I would ever sit through. Like
pretty much, or like NBA Jam.
I mean, but even that, like, I mean, you realize you watched me play the extent of NBA Jam.
Right.
Like, that was it. Like, pretty much, that was it.
I still want to play that if you have it laying around somewhere.
I do. Somewhere. What did we get that for, the PS3?
Yeah, I still have my PS3 too. So.
Yeah, so do I. Mine is still attached to the back of my TV.
I refuse to get rid of it because I bought things in the PlayStation Store and I paid for them and I can't sell them and I can't.
Fucking COVID lung over there.
It's the chronic, not the COVID. Okay, so I can't sell said games, right? And then I won't be able to play said games on the PS4. If I could play all of those games on the PS4 and not have to pay for them again, I would be able to get rid of the PS3. But at this point, to play the games that I have for PS3, I need it.
You're not actually as bad as Gators. Gators has an analog game room in his basement. And he basically has every video game system. Like,
that's fucking awesome.
From like Atari all the way through, whatever.
I have
Sega,
a Raspberry Pi that
Sega
does all
Saturn.
of that, except for like does it up to about Dreamcast. The newer Raspberry
Not the
Pis
same,
are probably
Kevin.
faster.
Not the same.
No, not the same.
Not. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not even close to the same.
It works pretty great for
it does. It does for the experience, but like
Dreamcast or before that.
I'll remind you, there is a reason that the games, when you set a record, remember that Netflix documentary?
Oh, right.
When you set a record, it's was it emulated or was it legit?
Well, yeah. I mean, if that's what your goal is,
right. My point is, if it was actually
if you just
the same,
want to play these games.
If it
you can play them.
Yes.
They're totally playable.
Well, yeah, but
it's not like they skip frames or anything.
Yes, Kevin. My point stands though. Like it is not the same thing. it is a great proximity, but I've got to respect gators because that.
Well, no. It's not. That's not the same as having the real stuff. It's not.
Of course not. That's what I'm saying.
It takes up a deck of card size.
Well, but you understand that Gators actually enjoys his clutter. Like he sings it to sleep. Like, you know, Gators and clutter are like, you know, the best of friends.
I'm not knocking it. I wish I never sold any of my systems, but I did.
I kind of can't believe. Well, I didn't. Mine were
almost
stolen.
everybody at the time fucking sold the NES for the Super NES. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people at the time did that. And got rid of their games at the same time because, hey, Super NES is superior. So we just moved right along and, like, we threw the boxes away and we, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just played toys and, like, we didn't care about that stuff, which is why that kind of thing is rare because everyone threw it away at the time.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, again, like, you know, my point is simple. More power to him.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up respect.
No, it's cool. And then, like, if you have a monitor that'll still play that stuff.
Oh, he does.
I'm sure.
Gators actually got a Trinitron.
Nice. I used to have one.
Yes. And for those that don't know, the Trinitron is, without question, the mother of all analog, high resolution, like actually CRT monitors.
Mine did S-Video.
Yeah.
Which was like...
all the Trinitrons did. At least all the late model Trinitrons did.
When
Absolutely.
you met me, I had one. It was.
You sold it after that?
Yeah, it was like a 32-inch or something. It was pretty big, and it was fucking hard to carry.
I bet. Well, dude,
and
they all are.
It was the top of the line Sony at the time. And I remember paying like $500 for it. But it was a fantastic TV, and as far as I know, it still works.
Wherever it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it like for that particular thing, it would be nice to still have it, but like where the fuck would I put it? You know, like
yeah, that's exactly right. Where the fuck would you put it?
And why? You know, it's like they're just play a Telltale game. So what game did you play?
I played Detroit Becoming Human. I think I think I told you that. And I'm also playing.
Is it cool? Do you like it? The Detroit.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was cool. It was way cool. The controls on that particular game can kind of suck my nuts. Like they did some weird stuff with the camera work where like shit would just stop working.
Oh, that sucks.
And it like just kind of blows. But you know, for the most part, straight up respect.
Yeah, they gave it to everybody for free with Plus, so.
Right, and people like Sage and I, because it's not my PS4. I'm sure you assumed that.
No, I didn't think you got a new one.
No, I didn't buy a PS4. Hell, I have an Xbox Xbox One X that like, you know, I bought a year ago, and we've done after hours gaming like twice.
Right.
We really need to do that again.
Abdiel has played more 2K on the thing than anything else.
Abdiel has played. My intern has spent more time on that video game system than Kevin and I and every other person combined. Like
he's always
not
playing
even
2K, which I'm down with too. And then so like when we had to stop the other day, we had even teams and we like the points were even. So
sorry,
next
Kevin.
time he's here.
Well, get early.
We'll have to get down.
Just get early.
I never get to. You can play against other people online, but like a lot of people, you know, it's hard, and so it's good when you find somebody that's around your same sort of difficulty level.
Dune writes in, does your video processor have a sound delay option? Yes, it does. In fact, each one of my 3 switchers can delay sound. Is there an audio sync issue? I can't imagine that there is. But yes, it is part of the option, and I believe it's up to, depends on the resolution. I want to say, let me look. I want to say I can delay at 4K, I can delay 4 frames. At 4K 30, I can delay 4 frames. At 4K 60, I can delay the same amount of time, even though it's more samples. And at 1080-24, I think I can delay even farther than that. So 4 frames, if you take, like whatever, 4. So it's basically like a 15th of a second, if I'm doing that right. You can also do it in milliseconds, but I find it's not necessary. But yeah.
So speaking of video games.
Yeah.
Lego has decided to make a regular Nintendo out of Legos. And then
what? Really?
Yeah, and then it also comes with this little TV thing.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, just throwing it out there before I read, it would be cooler if it worked.
No. I'll show the peoples. Do it.
It would be cooler if the thing worked. But
it doesn't work? It's fucking ornamental?
But it is cool.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's a cool thing. Oh, Dune writes in also that Johnny is installing Windows 3.1 on something now. He's permanently broken. And yes, Dune, I do have an intern. His primary purpose is, he works for pizza, and he, when I ask him to do like errands, he does it. But for the most part, he just like hangs out and plays Xbox. It's a pretty sweet deal for him. He was very helpful when we had that grueling task of having to write legal flyer for iPhone and iPad. That was just fucking torture, largely because I'm such a bad coder. But yeah, getting all of that out and consistent and coherent was a complete and total bitch. So yes.
Lego has officially unveiled a brick-based replica of the iconic Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yay.
Which just so happens to turn 37 years old tomorrow.
Yay.
As expected, the console, quote unquote, doesn't actually play games. Which,
no, that is not an as expected. That's a fucking suck me.
It should play it. Somebody's gonna mod it and put it like Nintendo shit in it. I know it. Okay, so anyway, somebody will do it. As expected, the console doesn't actually play any games. There's a buildable TV though, with a tiny 8-bit Mario figure and a crank that slowly moves in the level in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Kit also comes with a special action brick that can be scanned by Lego Mario. That comes with the upcoming starter course playset.
Okay.
Once activated, the portly plumber will react to the enemy's obstacles and power-ups that are sliding by on the quote-unquote screen.
Uh-huh.
Of course, any NES wouldn't be complete without a rectangular controller and cartridge. You can even pop open the front and load your favorite game.
Yes, but it won't do anything, so who cares?
But it won't actually do anything. Yeah, it says it right there in the article. The Mammoth build, which includes over 2,600 bricks, will be available through Lego's retail stores and website for $230.
No fucking way. Well, that's bonkers. What are you watching? What are we watching?
This is the Lego NES here, guys.
Oh, I was about to say that guy. Oh God, I hate it when. Look, attention, people! Don't ever light your shit like that. That is the worst, most fucked up lighting ever. Ugh, it hurts me. And out of Lego, like, what's the point if it's not functional? That just hurts my fucking soul. Oh my God, that is retarded. That is. I would rather it just be a solid piece of plastic.
Yeah, they have this
that
other,
is so
other set
fucking
that's
stupid.
More like Mario, and see, like that looks fun because like that's a toy.
I mean, okay, but great. I don't know.
I think it's kind of gay too, but if you actually drop like NES pieces in there and make it work, that would be cool. Or you could like put the mini NES like inside there. And then make it functional, right? Like the NES Mini.
I mean, you know, there are all sorts of people
the NES Mini? It's like this.
Who take the cheese grater Macs, you know, the really old, like the Mac Pro that I gave you.
Yeah.
And they actually will put a Mac Mini in it just because it totally fits, right? So why the fuck not? That always cracked me up. So yeah, I mean, this is a thing. It's not like a novel concept here.
Instant buy for me, says MNLL1121.
Yeah, let me guess. He's like the roommate of the guy we saw a second ago playing that retarded thing. And he's like, man, I'm going to pre-order one just so my fucking roommate shuts the hell up. I don't know. Not sure how to react to that one. Other than, you know, if it were to be a legitimate Nintendo in there, or like a Raspberry Pi, awesome. But because it's not, it can suck me. Those are my feelings on the matter. You got anything else?
So, latest in weird toys.
Oh, Dune, if you're watching
People
on...
are going to have it. You know they will.
If you're watching on Twitch, one of the reasons that there might be a 100 millisecond delay is because SMPTE standard for SDI is 4800 instead of 441. So that very subtle delay you can't get rid of because the SMPTE standard is the playout standard. But yeah, that's just annoying. What can I say? It is how it is and what you're going to do. The funny thing is, if you watch it on replay, you probably won't see anything because the second that it actually finishes, it will resync because the time code is actually correct, which seems bonkers, but it's true. What else you got, motherfucker? Kevin is looking for stuff. Kevin is looking for stuff.
Google's first Pixel Buds will feature drop with arrive next month with fix for audio cutout problems. Okay, Android police.
Okay, look.
That's the worst.
Look, guys.
That's the worst fucking headline I've ever seen.
So let me get this straight. Android copies Apple and makes a product whose debut is basically audio cutting out.
And Android police are arguably about as smart as the person who made that Lego set.
Yes. Straight away. Like, without question.
It says Google's first Pixel Buds feature drop will arrive next month with fix for audio cutout problems. That's a horrible.
That's a painful
horrible
sentence.
Headline.
Yeah, that is how do you say yeah. The
Pixel Buds will be a genuine triumph with one damning flaw.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let me guess. One tragic fatal flaw.
It won't connect to iPhone. I don't know.
It can also suck my knob.
Pixel Buds aren't perfect, but they're awfully close.
Oh, God. Come on.
I've lost count over the number of true wireless earbuds I've tried over the past year, but it's all well over 20.
You know, I hate to say it, but AirPods work beautifully on Android.
Some, like the superlative Jabber Elite 7T, are memorable. Others, like Mopose's awful TicPods 2, are only memorable for their flaws.
I mean, look, for those of you who think I'm a ridiculous Apple fanboy, like, I have an Android. Here's a freaking Pixel, and there's the iPhone Pro. Like, I don't activate the other one. I don't activate the Android, but I certainly use it. The dictation app, for example, called Recorder, that is exclusive to the Pixel, is exquisite. Like, its offline dictation has saved me so much time, it's ridiculous.
This guy has his ear pierced, like right where you're supposed to put the earbud. Look at this. Like, it's like an inner ear piercing.
That looks like a weird gauged earplug.
And this motherfucker tests the earplugs. He doesn't know how comfortable they are.
No, he's got a fucking hole in his head.
Got a fucking ring right there.
I hope that's stock photography. Like, I really do. Also, probably not stock photography, which means it's a terrible thing.
It makes it look like the Pixel Bud, you have to be pierced for it.
Yeah, that was a very poor choice. Like, a very poor choice.
I'll start with the obvious. Like, if you've read any of the reviews, you know that Pixel Buds 2.0 are super comfortable and low profile, sitting near flush in most ears as they twist and rest for a nice seal.
Right.
Google took the path of least resistance in designing these, attaching a relatively long tube to the round matte plastic holding and a permanent silicone fin to ensure a snug fit without getting too far embedded into the canal.
Wow.
Pixel buds sound really good. What's this flaw he's talking about?
I don't know. I mean, I was about to say, like, are they pretending like this is a good thing? Because that would be even more wackadoo. That would make even less sense.
The lack of active noise cancellation isn't a problem per se.
I'm deaf, so it's all good.
But it's a growing market that Google will likely have to address in the future Pixel Buds release. I'd say it's not a problem, maybe because passive isolation in earbuds like gets you 90% there.
Okay, but not really. Especially not earbuds that look like earplugs. Like that whole thing is fucking weird. I don't even know what to say about that.
Another minor issue with the Pixel Buds is the quality of their microphone. No one I've spoken to has complained about it yet. It's not quite up to par with Apple's superlative AirPods series or the Jabra 75T. It's middle of the road and maybe problematic if it's tacked onto an already poor connection or loud environment.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Pixel Buds are now available in Canada for $239.
What? Why?
I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. I mean, whatever. Who cares? I have a feeling this is what happens. You know how the Super Bowl, whoever loses the Super Bowl, like they just ship those shirts off to Africa. I have a feeling that's what happened with Android and the Canadians. They were just like, yeah, just give them to the Canadians. They're going to be too polite to say that the audio cuts out. The joke goes, if one of these days Canada's going to take over the world and then you'll all be sorry.
The issue appears to be location dependent, and it's likely exacerbated in areas with lots of 2.4 gigahertz signal. For example, I can't use my Pixel Buds while standing in my nearby dog park, which is surrounded on all sides by houses, likely because there's too much Wi-Fi interference.
Right.
While walking around the city, though, the interruptions are rare, but consistent, and at home, they're non-existent.
Well, isn't that just efficient of you to say you're rhyming couplets instead of making points today? Thank you, Android police. You can suck my knob, okay?
Suck my neck.
Seriously. I mean, I feel like if we were to be announcing this, be like something along the lines of, and renowned Android apologist tries to polish a turd, while claiming that Apple just happens to copy everything Android does because Android does absolutely everything. That's the thing with design. Design is about saying no. It's not about saying yes. It's about saying no. What else you have, motherfucker?
The rarest sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, I heard about this.
For $114,000.
Yes.
Do you know why it's rare?
Because it's sealed.
I can tell you without even reading the article. I know why it's rare.
What do you want, a medal? No, I don't know why it's rare. Because it's fucking
Nintendo
Super Mario.
Was very hesitant about coming back into the U.S. market and selling their product.
Mm-hmm.
And they were also, it was hard to get people to carry it anyway because everybody thought video games were death and they died.
Mm-hmm.
So they packaged Mario by itself, but the Nintendo came with a robot. This is like right when you could first buy the NES in America, right?
Okay.
So it came with this gay robot. It was called Gyro.
Okay.
And Gyrobot would move around based on the stuff you played with the game called Gyromite.
Okay.
And you could get this set. It was like a ridiculous price too. It was like $300 or something.
All
but
right.
The little robot got the NES back into toy stores. Okay. At that time, Super Mario was not packed in with the console. You had to buy it separately. And so in the two test there was test markets in New York and I think maybe Chicago, like two other places where they were seeing if this was going to work in America, which obviously, I mean, you know what happened. But
yeah, and I
had to buy
vaguely
these
remember that
games,
robot.
and they weren't shrink wrapped, and they just had a little sticker over them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a different UPC and everything. So this is from that early time where they were test marketing the NES.
Okay.
And it's sealed, and it's $114,000. That's why. And I think it's ridiculous myself, but
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, God bless capitalism, because straight up respect. Like straight up respect.
I don't even think that's the most expensive cartridge though.
Really?
Yeah, there's another cartridge that came from the like Nintendo contest when we were little.
Okay.
And like that one is like ridiculously rare because like you got to keep it if you were good, and then so only like 100 people got to keep the cartridge.
Okay.
And like those are like stupid rare.
And
then there's also one that came with the Power Pad before Nintendo licensed the Power Pad, and it's called something like Summer Games or something.
It's called Sick Minute.
But it turned into the same game when Nintendo put it out. They just put their branding on it. Expensive.
Yeah, expensive as fuck.
NES.
Oh man, I could get used to the second switcher thing. I like this shot relief. Kevin can't see it, but he will when he edits the show. You can actually see the insanity that is the studio. The noise is a little high, but, you know, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, what else do we have here? Looking at the monitor of the Kevin.
Little Samson in new condition goes for $9,000.
Little Samson?
Mm-hmm. That's a really rare one. Okay, so Family Fun Fitness Stadium Events, which was the Power Pad game before the Power Pad.
Okay.
Sold for $50,000.
I mean, see, people think this is evil. As far as I'm concerned, this is like...
So I guess maybe the...
No, this is the free market in me just going, you know, God bless capitalism. Go for it. Like, I have no problem with this. I'm not getting disgusted. If that's how you want to spend your money, fucking do it. Like, why not, right? I don't fully understand it, but I don't have to. Who cares?
I have like RBI baseball, and it's probably worth like $20.
Okay. Wait, so you didn't sell that?
I didn't open it either. I bought it for like $2 one day and threw it in a box.
Okay.
And so it's in pretty good condition. But most of these old games, like if they're in the box and they're new, ridiculous prices. $829 for Kid Icarus.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stupid. If you have a copy of Hot Slots, $1,100 loose.
Why?
$3,000 in the package. I don't know, because they think it's rare, I guess.
I feel like we should be making these, Kevin.
Seriously.
Just get a soldering iron and some freaking tiny dims. Like, seriously, why the hell not? That's ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, straight up respect. I just...
Price, high to low. Yeah, let's do that.
Are we really going to... Wow.
Yeah, see? The Nintendo World Championship Gold cartridge is only loose, and it's $19,000. So I guess, yeah, the Mario definitely kicks its ass with $110,000. But all of these are still ridiculous money. DuckTales Gold.
God, that was a terrible game. You know,
then they updated DuckTales and they fixed it, and you can play it for PS3, and it's a decent game now.
Well, I mean, that's probably true for most of them. At some point, they stopped sucking. I mean, Mega Man was a great game on Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at some of these. The 5-screw Punch-Out is worth $500.
Keep in mind, folks,
I'm sure
that's
that
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, except it had an extra screw in it.
Right.
Wow. Because that, that means it's like super ultra mega rare.
Yeah, super rare.
See, I don't get mad at people for spending the money the way that they want. I do think that these people desperately need to get laid and have lives. But like, again, to each their own. Fucking respect. Just because I don't understand it doesn't mean I straight up hate it. And make no mistake, I really don't understand it. But, that's fine. I don't have to understand it.
I'm guessing this is the Power Glove without the cartridge. It's $48. The Power Glove is so awful. It's so terrible.
I have no idea.
But it looks like even like some of these old shitty games will fetch a pretty good price. Like RoboCop 3 is $30.
Oh my God.
But if you have it in the box, it's $200.
So here's a theory, Kevin. What if we were to just go to that place in Roswell where they buried all the ETs and we started excavating it and just salvaged the chips and just resoldered shit? Yeah. Why not? Right.
Right. They covered it over with concrete apparently now.
I mean, whatever. The details. Who cares? I don't care. Not one bit. Why the fuck not? What else? I'm trying to see your screen. All right. Can we get off of that topic? Not that I have a replacement, but...
Yeah, I just want to search for the one I've got.
Oh, no.
It's probably nothing.
Okay.
I think I've got RBI 3.
Who cares? If you're trying to collect things and get rich from them, you're kind of missing the point. If it's not special to you, you probably shouldn't be hoarding it.
$30 in the new price.
What the fuck is that a good thing?
Yeah, I bought it for $2.
Oh boy. Kevin, I need to introduce you to trading stocks because it's a much better way to make money. My Christ.
Hey, that's pretty good return.
No, it's not, Kevin.
$2 and then I got 30?
How long ago, Kevin?
I don't remember when I bought it.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long time ago.
This is cool, this price charting website. I'm digging it.
I mean, I have no idea, but whatever. I mean, really, it feels like I'm looking at the online version of Beckett. Remember Beckett? You figure out what your sports cards were worth.
And they still have that, and you have to pay for it.
Of course you do. I'm sure they figured out how to be profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, no doubt in my mind.
Wow,
anyway,
some of these Neo Geo games, Jesus Christ.
Well, they were extremely rare because they were really expensive at the time.
It looks like they're still really expensive.
And that doesn't surprise me. Well, it just goes to show the rich just keep getting richer. They were rich then and now they're rich. God damn it. See, people who think that way are doing it wrong. This is the wrong way to think. Anyway. Anywho.
Spotify is launching podcast charts.
I mean, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't already. Straight away, I'm shocked that they haven't. Man.
Google Meet for Education will auto-block users who don't log in. Well, that's good.
Do you guys want a medal for that? Because nobody cares. Like,
hey, who's this guy shaking his dick in the Zoom bomb?
I don't know.
Put your dick away, guy.
Hey, buddy.
Go to chat roulette where you're supposed to be.
Go to chat roulette like a normal pervert. Seriously. I don't get it, Kevin. But I mean, there are plenty of things that I don't understand, so whatever. But that I'm going to go out on a limb and straight up tell you, like, that is definitely one of them. Like, I don't get that at all.
Every day there's some kind of speculation on the Xbox or the PS5. Like, I guess that's people's job to write those articles, but you don't have any news.
I mean, COVID has kind of sucked up all the everything.
Dude, every day they're like, will we get another stimulus check? Forbes says this is where we are in stimulus checks. Somebody's telling them, hey, see? If you're going to write articles for Forbes, you, sir, need to write another article about the stimulus checks.
You must have integrity, see? You know, that...
I know we had 3 yesterday, but can you crank out 2 more and under 2 different names? Yes.
I heard, okay, this morning, I heard the following news story. I mean, I could pull it up and play it, but it might flag copyright. COVID and how it's affecting whales underwater.
Oh.
Now, I hear this, like I'm in the shower, and I straight up, no one was in the house, but I couldn't help it. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. Stop it. Like, come on. Just don't. That just hurt my soul. It hurt my soul, Kevin.
Ouch.
God damn it. You know, I don't mean to be unsympathetic, but the fact that whales, you know, there are fewer tourist boats and whales are actually kind of taken aback, I don't care. I hate to say it, but it makes me want to launch my original idea for a dance club, Club Baby Seal, which is the best name for a freaking dance club ever. I will continue to insist that is still the best name.
I'm still going with Club Nancy Kerrigan.
I don't know. There's always Club Singapore.
Why?
Actually, it would have to be called, what do they do? It's public caning, right, in Singapore? They cane people publicly.
Microsoft spins off virtual teenager chatbot for Chinese users.
Okay.
The free Choice chatbot became available to consumers in China in 2014. The service is available across many social networks with 660 million users.
Mm-hmm.
Now becoming the basis for a new company with an investment from Microsoft. Microsoft will no longer be the parent of the friendly virtual chatbot for Chinese users. The company is spinning off the technology known as Choice or Xiaobing.
Okay.
Into a new standalone company. The move further hones Microsoft's focus on commercial business rather than consumers. In recent years, Microsoft has left several markets aimed at consumers, including ebooks, music streaming, fitness, wearables, and smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
Choice became available in 2014, not long after Satya Nadella replaced Ballmer's as Microsoft's CEO. The technology uses artificial intelligence to hold up its end of a virtual chat conversation and generally takes on the persona of a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Mr. Epstein.
I'm sorry. I would never trust Microsoft to do AI because they might get it right and it might fucking explode. And, like, there's no way of knowing.
I'm here to model, Mr. Epstein.
No.
Sometimes sweet, sometimes sassy, always streetwise, the virtual teenager has her own opinions and steadfastly acts like no other bot.
Uh-huh.
I want to go outside. That's what I think she's saying now. If she's really
reminds me of like
a
every
teenager.
of every puppy. Like, I hate it. All you people are home all the time. How am I supposed to greet you when you come to the door? You never fucking leave. God damn it. Get out of my house. I feel like that would be a great Onion article. Like, even dogs are getting tired of it.
Her conversations during users are peppered with wry remarks, jokes, empathic advice on life and love, and a few simple words of encouragement.
Okay.
Xiaois was trained on data that Microsoft picked up from internet users through Bing search engine.
Bing.
And works with multiple other chat services, including Weibo. But Chinese authorities haven't always looked at it kindly. The service has been reportedly banned 3 times from Tencent's WeChat. For unspecified reasons related to privacy concerns and political content. The new entity will keep serving existing users while seeking to bring the technology to other companies in China, Japan, and Indonesia, according to Chinese language announcement posted on QQ Sunday.
Uh-huh. Otherwise known as Chinese Twitter.
Chatbot had 660 million users. Damn.
That is not a small number.
Microsoft continues to operate the Cortana virtual assistant.
Cortana, yeah. It still sucks, by the way.
Does it still blow?
Oh yeah. If you think Siri sucks, oh boy. Just you wait. 'Cause has Microsoft developed a turd for you? That's all there is to it. What else are we looking for? Are we actually out of stories? I suppose that's possible.
Nah.
Kevin and I have this quiet, like, agreement that we do our very best to not cover COVID because we'd both rather, like, fucking get our balls lopped off than hear any more about it. I should have asked Kevin about that, but I'm pretty sure I know how he stands.
Retired wheat farmer Pete Grundy, 84, of Dillinquin, New South Wales, Australia, has wanted to sell his apartment in Melbourne for the past 8 years so he can move to a retirement home, but he's been foiled by his 49-year-old granddaughter, Katrina.
Oh, boy.
Who refuses to move out. Grundy has taken his daughter to court to evict her, 9 reported, but she won't budge, and Grundy is running out of options.
I mean, why didn't the court allow him to kick her out?
I'm sure it's taken a bit of youth.
Unless she is mentally handicapped or, you know, in some way, that doesn't make any sense.
She's a very clever girl in legal terms. Katrina contends her parents gifted her the apartment, but a judge has dismissed that claim. Dad has spent about 70,000 Australian dollars in legal fees. She has an enormous capability to come up with things we've never heard of.
She is an irrevocable cunt. She's very good at it.
We call our Karens Katrinas.
Wow.
Step over here, Katrina.
That's funny.
Alexander Feaster, 44, in Hunter, Oklahoma, was arrested and charged in June 28th, shooting an unarmed 26-year-old woman
Lovely.
who had been attending a party across the street from Feaster's property. Garfield Field County Jody Helms sheriff told the TV on a dare the woman had tried to steal one of 2 Nazi swastika flags.
Why?
Displayed in Feaster's front yard, but on the way back, someone hollered, "Gun!" She dropped the flag and shots were fired. Police executing a search warrant into the phone found more than a dozen guns and ammunition. Feaster was charged with the assault and battery of a deadly weapon and shooting with intent to kill. The woman is expected to survive.
To me, the crime is shooting without the intent to kill. Like, that's what you're taught, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't point it at something unless you are intent upon killing it. This, like, should not be an impressive statement, like, in any stretch of the imagination.
She tried to take my Nazi flag.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm gonna shoot you.
I mean, in fairness, stealing from Nazis, they're probably armed. Like, let's just go out on a limb here and say,
if you have the nuts to fly that flag outside your house,
if you have the sack to like to fly a swastika, I'm pretty sure you own a gun. Like, come on.
Why don't they just shoot the illegal fireworks just at the house?
I bet they do. Hell, I bet you every dog shits on that guy's porch.
It brings
like
the
every
property
morning
value down, I'm sure.
What are the upshots? It's in a great school district. It's right in our price range. What are the downsides? Nazi. Fucking Nazi. Motherfucker's older than time, and he never, ever, ever going to leave. That's funny. Hoy. That all you got, motherfucker?
The statue of Christopher Columbus stands in Cleveland's Little Italy neighborhood, but if signers of a petition get their way, it will soon be replaced by a statue of Chef Boyardee.
This is like Bodie McBoatface all over again.
The petition signed by hundreds suggests Ettore Hector Boyardee, known for his food and iconic mustache, would be a much better recipient of Cleveland's love, Cleveland.com reported. Boyardee and his brothers built a canned food empire from the ground up, says the petition.
Okay.
And during World War II, the company produced canned food for American soldiers 24/7.
Uh-huh.
Earning Chef Boyardee the Gold Star in 1946.
Yay, 1946.
Then it's going to come out that Chef Boyardee was like
a fucking Nazi
pedophile or something. Yeah.
In other news, Chef Boyardee and his grandson lost a swastika flag after a gun was detonated in their front yard early last week.
You like a spaghetti-o?
How about a fucking blood of the living? I don't know.
Get out of here, you fucking rednecks.
Oh boy, we've gone full on like Mario.
An early recording of Chef Boyardee reveals his voice was stolen by Mario.
Oh no.
Nintendo has declined to comment.
That's funny.
Saying his voice might resemble Chef Boyardee, but
yeah, they're like, we think we can we think we'll let the lawyers comment on that one because we're not getting anywhere fucking near it.
Sit down and have some food in a can.
That's right. And like it, you cunt.
You want some SpaghettiOs?
Of course you do.
No, I must save the princess.
Oh boy.
They stole from my grandfather.
Wow.
Chef Boyardee statue. All right, I'm down. Definitely is better than Columbus. I think you can't argue with that.
I don't know. He could secretly be a Nazi. What's the saying in Blues Brothers? It's like Illinois Nazis. I hate Illinois Nazis. It's true. What do people in Illinois possibly have to complain about?
Wynn Hall of Exeter, Nebraska, might have expected to find a few beer cans or old tires at the bottom of his farm pond when he drained it for maintenance on July 3rd, but what he discovered, something entirely different.
Dun, dun, dun.
An empty, broken ATM.
Oh, man, straight out of Breaking Bad.
I thought, who would throw a refrigerator or stove or put it in the pond?
Someone who was trying to rob it.
I took a picture and zoomed in on it, and I thought that it looks like an ATM. When authorities arrived, they had a good idea of the source of the machine, since one had been stolen recently, but the numbers didn't match up. Hall said he didn't drain the pond last year, but didn't think ATM had been there long, though. This is by far the strangest, and I was really shocked to see it.
Wow.
Not sure how that got there, officer.
No idea, huh?
I ain't drained it in a while. How'd those hookers get in the basement? I don't know.
It was a windy day, all right? Boy, that was a frickin' throwback.
Can you just take a seat right over here?
What were you doing with a box of Tylenol PM for infants and a dildo. Okay, what were you doing?
Jeffrey Epstein, and I take the fifth.
Right. Wow.
Paragliding instructor Kazan Kaval, of 29 of Izmir, Turkey, took couch surfing to a whole new level when he rigged a red leather couch lamp and TV to a parachute harness.
Okay.
And launched himself from a cliff in Bagbadag Air Sports and Recreation Center. United Press International reported Kaval videoed himself July 2nd as he sailed over Old Denise Beach on the couch, pulling out snacks and drinks and kicking off his shoes to put on his slippers as he settled in to watch cartoons.
Oh, boy.
Kaval's rig landed safely, and he didn't miss any of his shows.
Of course not, because he's a fucking winner.
Okay, so that says video exists.
Oh, no. All right, well, get it over with. We're getting there. We're getting there. Da, 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 da. Getting there.
Incredible Turkish paraglider.
Oh,
Yes.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. In fact, that was on the national news.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, the guy had a TV. He paraglided off of a mountain with a TV, like, without being strapped in. It was a bit of a publicity stunt, but god damn if he didn't deserve the attention. That is fucking nuts.
The flying couch potato is what they're calling him.
That's, I mean, straight up respect.
As we load, as the world loads. Okay, here it is. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, the paraglider? I thought we were looking for something else.
Oh, yeah, I want to see this video.
Well, I mean, you're not missing anything because let me break this down for you. He's not speaking English, so you couldn't understand it anyway.
Oh, no, I don't need to hear what he has to say. I wanted to see it flying.
Oh, yeah, it'll happen. Skip forward. He made a whole big deal about it. There we go. Getting there. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. Well, wait till they cut over. So, like, you know, he's just on the couch, like, he takes his shoes off. Now, keep in mind, the guy's a professional hang glider, or paraglider, or whatever. But still, look at that. I gotta take down the lower third so you can see how fucking crazy he is.
The lamp. Like, why do we need the lamp? Just 'cause-
He, again, like, this is what COVID is doing to people. Like, straight up, this is what's happening. Oh, man. Now I gotta, like, get us off. Yeah, look at that.
No, wait. Now let's turn on the TV.
I don't...
Here we go.
Look at that. Kicking
There
his
we
feet
go.
up. Look at that. Solid. He has a battery. See how he's even holding the battery? Like, the battery is what he's kicking his feet up on. Fucking bonkers. Yeah.
But the TV doesn't work.
No, well, I don't remember. I mean, you couldn't tell from that amount of sun. Like, you wouldn't know anyway. Yeah, tell me that's not the craziest shit ever. Look, he's like, oh, well, I guess I should steer. So, you know, lands right on the fucking boardwalk. I mean, come on. That shit is bonkers.
That's pretty nuts.
That is straight up bonkers. Anyway.
So then, yeah, we've photoshopped a picture of Tom and Jerry there, but I didn't see the TV running.
It was the middle of summer in the fucking, like, Mediterranean, Kevin.
It's still cool, yes.
Yeah, and even if the shit wasn't on, it wouldn't matter because he'd still be a fucking certified badass. So who cares?
Good job, Hassan.
That's right.
Well, Americans celebrated the 4th of July by blowing stuff up.
Yes.
People in Seoul, South Korea were surprised by an unannounced high-tech aerial display of encouragement and gratitude for medical personnel victims treating COVID.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un was like, I meant to do that.
AFP reported that 300 unmanned aerial vehicles or drones lit up the sky for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Messages about wearing masks, washing hands, socially distancing. The event was not advertised in advance, according with social distancing rules. God damn it. Follow the rules, you fuckers.
Oh, well. I don't know what to say.
Don Peters, 44, was arrested without incident on July 4th, according to Akron, Ohio police, after forcing his way around the counter at a Subway sandwich shop, making his own sandwich.
I mean,
according to police, Peters was intoxicated when he entered the store demanding a meal and became belligerent, damaging some of the plexiglass before charging behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
They found a bottle of vodka and a block of Subway cheese in his pocket.
Oh my God. That's disgusting. Yeah, he's like, I bet he had an entire back pocket full of guacamole. He's like, yeah, you fuckers think you're going to charge me. I'm the king.
Goddamn sandwich.
I'm going to make my own goddamn sandwich. God damn it.
Natalia Bruno, 24, of Newark, New Jersey, survived a harrowing mile-long ride through the storm sewer under Passaic on July 6th after she drove into high water during a flash flood. Bruno, a driver for DoorDash,
oh boy,
escaped her car as it filled with water, but the current passed both her car and her car into the waterway that runs under the city.
Lovely.
Passaic Fire Chief Patrick Trentacost said Bruno rode the wave until it reached its outlet above the Passaic River, where she was shot out and swam to a backyard on the other side. The homeowner called 911, and Bruno was taken to the hospital, where she appeared to not be seriously injured. Her Toyota Prius was later found on the street the next day, and I got a fucking refund from my DoorDash because it never arrived.
Okay.
Fucking pricks. Oh, yeah, sure. You got in a flood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I heard that one like 10 times today, buddy.
Where's my Chipotle?
Where's my fucking burrito?
You fucking prick.
You prick. I'm going to give you a 1-star review, you cunt.
I asked for the quesarito.
God, people are assholes. I asked for the quesarito. Oh, God. Just the sound of that is disgusting. Ugh. And I like cheese, but goddamn, no thanks.
Kevin Nix, 55, of Chipping Norton, Oxfordshire, England.
Oxfordshire, yes.
Was up to the challenge when he invited into a racing event for an unconventional vehicles at Elvington Airfield in North Yorks on July 4th. Using parts lying around his house, Nix mounted a Honda moped engine to the back of a wheelbarrow that recorded top speeds of 36 miles an hour.
Okay.
No wheelbarrow has ever flowed down the street at speeds I was going.
I mean, is this your claim to fame? I guess you deserve, like, what do you want, a cookie? Like,
it's
seriously.
Thrilling, and I absolutely bonkers to drive it.
I mean, whatever.
This isn't the first time Nick has motorized gardening equipment. He also is the owner of the world's fastest shed that can reach speeds of 100 miles an hour.
Great.
I like being creative and thinking outside the box.
All while I own a fast box.
This was a fast wheelbarrow, let me tell you. You fuck.
Wow. All right, well, I guess that'll do it for ADHD Radio.
Woo!
That's right. We are live each and every, whoopsie. We are live each and every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And yeah, that's about it. Till next week, we're out of here. Pick it a piece, motherfuckers.